Your Honor, I want you to know we very much appreciate your being here today. This park stands as a fitting tribute and place of remembrance to honor the outstanding contribution of our brave veterans, and also to celebrate the families who lived in this area after World War II. I feel a very personal connection to this project since I grew up in what we called a wartime home in Exeter, Ontario, and my father fought in World War II and was a proud member of the Royal Canadian Legion. I am pleased that this project will give our community and future generations the opportunity to learn about the historical significance of this area and the stories and the memories of our World War II veterans. I'm pleased that the provincial government, through the Trillium Foundation, supported the need to celebrate the historical significance of this area and provided a grant in support of this commemorative project. Today is truly a historic and a memorable day. I thank all those who worked so hard to make this project what we have here. And most importantly, let me extend, on behalf of John Malloy and myself, our deepest and sincere appreciation to our veterans who are responsible for the freedom that we enjoy today. Thank you so very much.
Bringing greetings on behalf of the Region of Waterloo and the Regional Heritage Foundation, Regional Chair Ken Sealing.
Your Honor, platform guests, veterans, and friends of the Green here. It's indeed a privilege to be here this afternoon with the Regional Councilors Mike Conley and Jane Mitchell to bring greetings and to mark what is the fruition of a project that's been underway by a group of very, very dedicated people. It's been 60 years since the end of the war, and I know that many veterans came home. I know my father-in-law came home after 2 years in prisoner of war camp. And one of the things that his country had done for him was to provide housing, and he moved into the wartime housing in Elmira, and that was their start. It was a very important start for them, and a very important feature that this government had done something to recognize what people had done for our country. I think it's very fitting that we should blend together a permanent memorial, one here that will stand the test of time, together with the very housing that was provided to veterans when they came home. And on behalf of the foundation, on behalf of the region, I want to thank those people who have put this all together and to tell all of our veterans, here's a memorial that will never go away. Thank you very much.
Bringing greetings on behalf of the City of Waterloo this afternoon is His Worship Mayor Herb Epp.
Well, Your Honor, special guests Whitmer, Malloy, Sealing, Talegdi, Whaley, Bolger, Dai, Keyswetter. I'm joined today by 4 councillors from the City of Waterloo, and I very much appreciate them being here this afternoon. Certainly this is a wonderful day and a wonderful occasion. And I'm proud to be a Canadian today and proud to be a Waterlooan. It's certainly a time that our people are getting together. Only this morning we were unveiling at a pavilion, we were unveiling a plaque which showed about 300 or more people who had donated to some of the trails in Waterloo, and we expected about no more than 75 or 100 people out, and I think we had close to 200 people out. And I heard some figure here which was much lower than we've got today, and that's a testament to the great weather we've got today and also to you who are interested in this very special occasion. Only a few months ago we had a big musical occasion here, the musical tattoo, and as you know, Waterloo is known for its tattoos in the 50s and the 60s, and that was a recognition of the veterans at that time too, and this is the second occasion that we're recognizing the veterans, and I thank all of you for coming out today. There are some groups that I particularly want to recognize because as the mayor, I see a lot of people doing a lot of voluntary work in this great city. And you know, just this morning I was mentioning that I'm told there are about well, there are thousands and thousands of volunteers in the city, and somebody has equated that in dollars, and they said it's about 13 million plus. It's probably much more than that in volunteerism, but I want to thank all of you for helping out in these very many projects, including this particular one. Here I want to recognize the Neighborhood Association, and Debbie Lapierre is going to speak a little later, and she was the chair of that and lives not very far from here, the Wilfrid Laurier University and the WLU students, the 10,000 Trees Project, the Waterloo Regional Police Services, the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 530, Kitchener-Waterloo Naval Association, Wing 404, the Royal Canadian Air Force, the Waterloo Collegiate Institute Students' Council, and of course Veterans Affairs. All of these have played an important part in making this particular day the wonderful day that it is. I just want to say that there are a few quotes I want to draw to your attention. One was by Cicero. Cicero said, "To be ignorant of the past is to remain a child." And of course, this helps us remember the tremendous sacrifices that thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people made just about 65 years ago. And what a sacrifice that was. And the past is never dead, it is not even past, said William Faulkner. So I want to thank all of you for coming out today, and let us remember the causes for which our veterans and their colleagues fought, and what brought us here together today. Thank you.
This time I'd like to acknowledge other special guests that are in attendance, and if I could ask them to stand and their names are read, if you'd hold your applause until the end. Thank you. John Malloy, MPP, Kitchener Centre. Waterloo Regional Councillor Mike Conley. City Waterloo Councillors Gary Kieswetter, Ian McLean, Jan De Lee, Jim Bolger, Dr. Roger Sardi, representing Wilfrid Laurier University, Bud Walker, Director of Operations, representing the University of Waterloo, Jen Mitchell, Vice President, University Affairs, Wilfrid Laurier Students' Union, Stephanie Walker, Trustee, Waterloo Regional District School Board. On behalf of the Veterans Green Committee, Debbie Lapierre will now speak on the goings-on for this event.
Your Honor, Mr. Bartleman, Honorable Mr. Taligby, Mrs. Whitmer, Regional Chair Ken Sealing, Mayor Epp, Councillor Whaley, members of the Canadian Forces, honored veterans, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Veterans Green. Take a moment and look around you. This is a project that is dedication to our veterans, and also a project which shows community cooperation at its best. As you've heard from the speakers present today, this park started with concerns that history has been forgotten. This space has been considered a simple corridor on the way to somewhere else, with few understanding why it is here, even fewer relating to its history. We owe veterans our memory, and their history deserves a place of respect. Coming together to form the Veterans Green Committee led to this major undertaking to make sure that history of this area is not forgotten, and to give those of us who continue to live here a place of reflection and a sense of pride in our heritage. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce the committee members that I have the pleasure to work with on this project. If you would please stand up as I say your name. Jim Ashton, Royal Canadian Legion, Branch 530. Mike Edwards, KW Naval Association, Gary Keel, KW Wing 404, Eileen Ayers, and Keith Bill, veterans and residents of the area. Anne Marie Collins, Candy Cradden, and Don McLeod, former residents of the area. Mark Whaley, Ward 4 councillor and former resident. Kay Crawford, Ann Chafe, and Jerry Quinn, City of Waterloo staff. Kevin Zack, 31 Combat Engineer Regiment, and City of Waterloo staff, Constable Carrie Richmond, Waterloo Regional Police Services. On behalf of Veterans Green neighborhood, thank you for your enormous contributions to make this a success. I would also like to express our appreciation to the many donors who made this project possible. Without you, this fantastic celebration would not be taking place today. Finally, thank you to our veterans. This is your day. We are here above all to honor you. We have our eternal gratitude. Thank you.
Speaking as a local resident and someone who lived in this area, Waterloo City Councillor Mark Whaley.
Your Honor and dignitaries, brave veterans and fellow citizens, I'm here to bring greetings from the children and the grandchildren, and now even the great-grandchildren of the people who founded this neighborhood. Let's have a wave from you guys, and hello, how you doing? There's lots of you around here. Wonderful to see you all. I'm sure that the tale of my own life here captures the sentiment of many of those who made this area so special, and my story is very much your story, I'm sure. Just after the Second War, my parents needed to quickly reconsolidate their families to begin life anew. And through the Veterans Land Act, they qualified for a townhouse just over yonder in Maple Court. And from there began to rebuild their life together after many years of uncertainty. It was a great opportunity, and rebuild they did. Our family grew and prospered, and today, several generations owe a debt of gratitude for their perseverance. So, for all of our families, I take this moment on behalf of our family to say, Father, I salute you. You traded your military wings for real ones too early for us to say how very proud we are of your efforts. And through your sacrifice, your country, your community, and your family is safe and is prospered. To our mother Cecilia, who's with us here today, and all our mothers, we say simply thank you. You have given much with quiet dignity, and for that we pledge our eternal gratitude and our love. Now, imagine my good fortune to be a city councillor just at the time in the very neighborhood that I grew up, and had a chance to be a part of this rededication of this land in this special way. It has been my humble honor to be a part of the volunteer committee over these many months, to see our dream blossom into reality. And the work of this dedicated group will be a lasting testament to the vision for a long, long time to come. Thank you.
Speaking on behalf of veterans past and present, Mr. Al Weber, one of the first area residents.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a hard act to follow. Everything that I was going to say has already been said by somebody else. But there's one thing I would like to take this opportunity, and that is to thank the members of the provincial government for making these homes available to us when we come back from overseas. There was very little housing here because of people that had moved